When I think about the God of Israel, when I think about the gods of Israel, when I think about the gods of Israel, I fall in love with them. When I think about the gods of Israel, when I think about the gods of Israel, when I think about the gods of Israel, I fall in love with them. They are great in all their glory. They are great in all their power. They are great in all their glory. The gods of Israel is so very great. When I think about the gods of Israel, when I think about the gods of Israel, when I think about the gods of Israel, I fall in love with them. Shalom, Shalom family, Shalom to my Hebrew family all over the earth, all over the world. Shalom Israel, Shalom. Peace and blessings this morning. Peace and blessings to the remnant all over the earth. I thank the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Israel, Ahia is his name. I'm here today. I'm here today, y'all. I'm here today. I'm here again. I'm here again. When I think about the gods of Israel, I fall so much more in love with them. When I think about the gods of Israel, I fall so much more in love with them. I'm here. This is Prophet Queen Elisha Ba. This is the God of Israel, 12 Tribes Hebrew Knowledge School. It's all about that knowledge, that divine wisdom, that divine understanding, and that divine connection. That's what this is all about. That divine connection, that divine power is key. It's key. So what is the title of our video today? Give me that title, bro. What's the name of the video today? Give me what you wrote down, bro, please. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Y'all just coming in to check out what I'm saying, what I'm doing. You're not going to stay because you're not the remnant. That's your problem. You're not the remnant. Only the remnant can hear me. Only the remnant can stay on this platform. No one else. No one else. It proves to me as the prophet that you're not the remnant. It's that easy. Give it to me, please. Give it to me. The power of the remnant and their gods. Connection is key. That's the title of this video today. The power of the remnant and their gods. The Mother, the Son, and the Father. Connection is key. So this is the third day of the week. This is Tuesday, so-called Tuesday. It is the second day of our 7-week assignment. We are on week number 3. We on week, sorry y'all, week number 3. This is the third week, the second day for our 7-week assignment as the remnant moving forward with the gods of Jerusalem. So before we open up our assignment today, one moment. Before we open up, see, let me just say this to y'all, Israel, Hebrews. Y'all don't have nobody on YouTube. Y'all don't have nobody on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and nobody is talking about the remnant. None of your elders, none of your bishops, and none of your pastors. They're not talking about the remnant. They're not. They're not. So they are not preparing you. They're not preparing you as the children of Israel, the remnant moving. They're not. Nobody's talking about the remnant. Nobody's speaking about the remnant. Nobody's saying anything about the gods of Israel. See, nobody. See, that right there is a red flag against all your leaders. Because if they was really connected to the gods of Jerusalem, the Father, the Mother, and the Son, if they was really connected and they was really trying to prepare you and get you ready to meet your gods and to meet your own self. Because see, before you can meet the gods of Israel, you got to meet yourself first. You got to meet yourself first in order to meet them. And you don't even know what I mean when I say that. You don't even know what I mean when I say that. You got to meet yourself first in order to meet them and know them and understand who you are and what you need to do. Meet yourself. And this is another job that I have as the prophet of the gods of Jerusalem. Introducing you to yourself. Teaching you about self, and who you are. That's key. That's part of the connection. Ain't none of your leaders is doing anything for y'all. Y'all just living in a big fairy tale, a big bubble that's about to bust very soon. It's already busting. Y'all just living in a big old fairy tale bubble that's full of all kind of gods with all kind of names and all kind of doctrine and all kind of religion and all kind of philosophy. That's it. That's it, people. I'm telling y'all what I know as the prophet. You're not ready, Israel. And none of your leaders can get you ready. They never have, and they never will. Because that's not their job. Their job is to teach you religion and doctrine of man and prepare you for the mark of the beast and the government. That's their job. So, Sister Linda, who's here? It's Sister Linda. Hey, my Hebrew sisters. I love my Hebrew sister Linda. Ooh, Sister Linda, I love you, sis. I'm telling you, Sister Linda. Girl. Ooh, you just pushing your way, Hebrew sister daughter Zion. You are pushing your way through. And that's exactly what it takes to push. You giving birth, Sister Linda. You giving birth. You are giving birth, sis. You are birthing yourself into the kingdom. You are birthing yourself into the connection with the gods of Israel. Look at you. You got my 7 Hebrew kisses. Ooh, glory. Ahaya. Glory, 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 Sister Linda. My Hebrew sister. And who else is in here? She said, yes, 7 Hebrew kisses. Yes, I am here listening for guidance from the gods of Israel. Beautiful, Sister Linda. Beautiful. This is what we need. And Jacob. Hey, brother Jacob. 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 Hey, bruh. Hey, my Hebrew brother. Waiting at are you doing? Wondering what I'm doing. Okay. I'm glad you're here, bro. What I'm doing as the prophet of the God of Israel. My name is Elisheba. I'm his queen and his prophet. I'm here on this platform that was set up by the gods of Jerusalem like 2 years ago now almost. My job is to prepare the remnant. To prepare the remnant. The chosen seed in the earth. The children of Israel. The 12 tribes of the Hebrew nation and kingdom. To prepare them to meet their God. That's my job. That's my assignment. That's my mandate. That's my charge as his prophet. So right now we are here for a 7-week assignment because the gods of Jerusalem has been speaking to me about how and what I need to do to prepare his remnant, to connect them to them, to connect them. So this is our second, well, we did one 7-week assignment. This is our second 7-week assignment, just to answer your question if you're still here. Because 7 and 3 is the code of the remnant. And everything that we do moving forward as the remnant, as the children of Israel, is associated with the number 7 and 3 when it comes to our assignments, when it comes to what we need to do, how we need to pray, when we need to pray. It's 7 and 3 going to be involved in that. That's our code moving forward. So I hope that answered your question. Today is the 3rd week. We are in the 3rd week of the second 7-week assignment. And today we're going to pick up our Bible reading, our King James Version Bible reading. That's our assignment as the remnant, to read it for 7 weeks, 3 hours a day, Monday and Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we just read 7 chapters. That's it. That's our assignment moving forward, the second one. So right now, I'm just going to read right now. Could you give me my computer? Well, I got it right here. One moment, y'all. Give me a minute. So if you have any questions, bro, you can ask me. Sure. Sister Linda, let me give you my 7 Hebrew kisses also, sis. Oh, I wish you was here so I can hug you, Sister Linda. One day I'm going to hug you, sis. Oh, my God. Yay, Ahaya, Sister Linda. I love you too. Through working, I need God, and it's true. Absolutely. Absolutely, my sis. Absolutely. See, it'll be more easy for you, Sister Linda, because you don't have no husband, see. You don't have no husband pulling on you. And that's a problem too with the daughters of Zion. They have husbands, and their husbands been taught by GOCC and other Hebrew elders and ministries. So they don't believe in a woman saying nothing. So yeah, that's a problem too. But anyway, moving forward, let's read connection right now, Sister Linda. We're gonna pull up the word. Okay, we're gonna move out there, bro. Let's move out there. Give us a minute, Sister Linda. We're gonna move. I'm in my car again today, y'all. I'm in my car again today. Give me a minute. I'm gonna move out here on the table. I'm at my favorite coffee shop again this morning. Welcome everybody to the God of Israel 12 Tribes Hebrew Knowledge School. Here, bro, just sit this on the table first. Here, sit this on the table over there. Yeah.
The big table.
Yeah.
All right.
Bro, I know why I'm so sore too. My legs, my hip, from laying on the beds, the metal. The bed's no good. Yes. Guys, we ready to get out of here, bro. Anyway, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. You going to get you a car? I don't want no. You buy you a car. Yeah, water's okay for me. Okay, y'all, I am back. And right now, my beautiful Hebrew brothers and sisters, Sister Linda said, I love you too, although working, I need guidance and truth. Divine truth, absolute. That only come from the gods of Israel. It's a connection, Sister Linda. Connection. It says, I thank the gods of Jerusalem, the great, great Holy Spirit, the beautiful mother of Jerusalem, the Father and the Son. The act of connecting The state of being connected, such as, wait a minute. Let me go back here. Okay, connection. Let's talk about connection for a little bit. Let's talk about connection. Connection refers to the state of being linked with the gods of Jerusalem, the Mother, the Son, and the Father, and linked it with each other, the remnant, moving forward as one. It's the state of being linked, related, or joined to something or someone else. It broadly describes a relationship, bond, or point of joining, and its specified meaning depends on the context in which it is used. Relationship and people. It's an emotional bond between the gods of Jerusalem, between yourself, you and yourself, and it's between the chosen seed and the earth, the remnant. Emotional bonding, a feeling of infinity, mutual understanding, or closeness between individuals. Family connection, the 12 tribes of Israel being connected to their gods, the gods of Jerusalem. Technology and communications. Network links, the state of a device. We're not going to deal with all of that. So connection is just being linked together. Being linked together by something or someone. Okay? So right now we are going to turn to our assignment that we have. Our assignment is going to pick it up today in Exodus chapter 9. Today we're going to read 7 chapters completely today. 7. We're just going to do 7 because within 3 hours, I think that'll be about all the chapters that we can get to in 3 hours. It's about 7 because I have to prophesy, have to speak prophetically to you, have to say things that the gods of Jerusalem want y'all to know. So, yes. It says, Exodus chapter 9. Give me one moment right here. So, you always been taught about just God. Don't nobody teach you about the gods of Israel. They always said the Son of God, but they never really looked at the Son as a God. Am I right, bro?
Right.
What do they look at him as in the Christian church? Just the Son or God? They do look at him as God, but they don't call him. I don't.
You look at the Son, huh?
Okay. So it is a deep, deep, deep understanding. Sister Linda, you are such a beautiful, beautiful lady. You and Sister Richardson, and Sister Daylise too. Exodus chapter 9. All about the power, y'all. The power. The connection in the power. That's what it's all about. Then, Exodus 9, we give the gods of Jerusalem glory, honor, and praise today. Then Ahiah said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, and tell him, Thus said Ahiah, God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For if you refuse to let them go, Pharaoh, and will hold them still, behold, the hand of Ahiah is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon thy horses, upon thy asses, upon thy camels, upon thy ox, and upon the sheep. There should be a very grievous murrain. Exodus 9, verse 4. And Ahiah shall serve between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt. And there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel. And Ahiah appointed a set time. See? He's the God of order, and he's the God of connection. And he is the God of power. And Ahiah appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow Ahiah shall do this thing in the land. Verse 6 of Exodus 9. And Ahiah did that thing on tomorrow. Forgive me for the noise. I'm outside at my coffee shop. And all the cattle of Egypt died. But the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. See the difference? When you have protection on your life by the gods of Israel, when everything around you, in your life, in your presence, is protected by the gods of Israel. All the cattle in Egypt dropped dead. But the cattle in Goshen, where the children of Israel was living, they did not lose one. See, that's that divine favor that the Christian church be trying to teach y'all about. But the Christian church don't understand divine favor. And the Hebrew Israelite elders don't understand divine favor. Because they don't understand the gods of Israel. They don't understand nothing about, and if they do, y'all, please prove it to me. Because y'all sat up under them for years. Listening to Elder Ricard, Elder Lawyer coming on YouTube every Saturday and every Wednesday. If these men know something about divine favor and being connected to the gods of Jerusalem, please tell me about that. Please. They know absolutely nothing. Because number one, in order to know, thank you, my brother, in order for you to know about divine favor and divine connection and power, you have to know who the gods of Jerusalem is. And you got to be able to hear them and understand them. So right here in Exodus chapter 9, the God of Israel, Ahiah, and his beautiful great wife, the Queen of Jerusalem, they're about to take Egypt down and out, and the Son of God with them. So right here in verse 6. And Ahiah did the thing on the morrow. And all the cattle of Egypt died. Every last one of them died. But the cattle of Israel died not one. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the children of Israel go. And Ahiah said unto Moses his prophet, and unto Aaron the prophet, take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it towards the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh. Ooh, glory, glory, glory. Ooh, this is powerful. Powerful connection and power. Verse 9. And it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boiling breaking forth. Should be a boiling breaking forth. Let me see what I love. Yes. We'll pick it up at verse 9. And it shall become small as dust in the land of Egypt, and shall be a boiling breaking forth with flames upon man and upon beast throughout all the land of Egypt. Boils began to break out on all the people in Egypt. And this is exactly what's going to happen with the head of the serpent, America, because this modern day Egypt. You still got Egypt over in Africa. You still have Egypt over there, but that's a third world country. It's a third world. They don't have the technology. They don't have the ingenuity like America do. So that's why I say America is modern day Egypt. So boils and blames and things begin to break out on all the Egyptians, and all their cattle died. Because Moses threw the dust, the ashes from the furnace, he took it and threw it towards heaven, like the God of Israel told him to do. And the boils came on all the men. That's why I say the prophet that the God of Israel chooses to lead and guide the house of Israel is a very, very powerful prophet. It ain't like no prophet at the Christian church. They ain't got no power. They don't have any power at all. All their power is magic and fairy tale power and pretending that they have power. But see, Moses and Aaron didn't have to do that because they had real power. Real prophetic power. So verse 10, and they took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh. And Moshe, he sprinkled it up towards heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with flames upon the men and also upon the beasts. And the musicians of Egypt could not stand before Moshe. They could not stand before him. They didn't have no power. They didn't have no anointing. They didn't have no manifestation. They didn't have no glory of the God of it. They couldn't stand with Moses, the prophet, and Aaron, the prophet. And y'all can't stand with me either. So don't ever think you can stand with me, because you can't. Y'all can talk all y'all want to talk till you're blue in the face. It doesn't matter. But I know who I am, and I know the gods of Jerusalem know who I am. So right here, and the musicians could not stand with Moses because of the boils. For the boils was upon the musicians and upon all the Egyptians. And a higher verse 12, heartened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them as a higher has spoken unto Moses. Remember when Moses was on the mountain, bro? He said, I'm going to harden Pharaoh's heart. So the God of Israel was speaking to Moses, prophetically telling him what he was going to do. And he did exactly what he said he was going to do. And Ahiah said unto Moses, verse 13, rise up early in the morning, Moses, before the sun come up. Rise up early in the morning before the sun come up. Sharath, the first morning prayer. Sharath, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and say unto him, thus said Ahiah, God of the Hebrews. We ain't talking about no any God here. We ain't talking about Yah. We ain't talking about Buddha. We ain't talking about Jesus. We ain't talking about Jehovah. We're not talking about the Most High. No. We're talking about the God of the Hebrew nation. He told Moses, rise up early, Moses, in the morning. See, a prophet got to obey the God of Israel. I got to obey them. I got to do exactly what they say when they tell me to do it. Because I have to liberate Israel. Israel, they in bondage right now. They in bondage. They don't even realize that they are in bondage. They are a destroyed people right now. Just like in Egypt, they was destroyed. Why was they destroyed in Egypt? Because they started serving other gods in Egypt. They went against the God of Jacob. They went against the God of Abraham. They went against the gods, Isaac, the gods of their fathers. And they started serving the Egyptian gods. And that's why they was a destroyed, miserable people. You can't associate the God of Israel with no gods in this world. Y'all ain't got no power. If y'all had power, y'all people would be doing. Oh my God. If y'all was real, like y'all say he real, y'all. If y'all was real like y'all say, and the Most High and TMH and all your gods, Israel, that y'all call on all the time. You and your weak, pathetic leaders. Dumb and stupid leaders. If y'all gods was real, y'all would not be in bondage right now. You wouldn't be sick. You wouldn't be dead. You wouldn't be weak. None of that. Red flag that all your gods are fairy tale gods associated with all your religions. So look what the God of Israel. Ooh, glory, higher. Thank you. Ain't no God like you, Father. Look, Sister Lynn. And the musicians I told you the 100 ain't no 144,000, Sister Linda. Y'all can forget about that. Forget that. No. How many is here? 1, 2. No, man. Verse 14. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thy heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in what, bruh? In all the earth. See, the God of Israel will plague you. The God of Israel will send pestilence on you. He's doing it right now to his very own people. The God of Israel will make you sick. So you will understand that there is no God like him in all. Y'all can't get diseases off you. The gods of the Christian church, Jehovah and Jesus, no, they can't heal diabetes. None of that. There is no God like the God, or gods like the gods of Israel and all the earth, Sister Linda. You serving the right one now, Sister Linda. You getting connected right now, Sister Linda, the right way. Oh yes, you are, my beautiful great Hebrew sister. And it says, I will send all my plagues upon thy heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that they may know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I will stretch out my hand, Ahiah said, that I may smite thee. Give me this, look. That I might smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in every deed for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show thee my power, Moses. For in very deed for this cause, Moses and Aaron, while you was born in this world, in this earth, to show you my power. That my name, ooh, glory, 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 my God, how God is. That my name, Ahiah, ooh, glory, 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 may be declared throughout all the earth. See, that's what's wrong with everybody in this sick, satanic, evil life that we are living in, this dead life that we are living in. See, his name, the God of Israel, must be declared in all the earth, and is not being declared. And that's why everybody is sick, weak, broke, poor, hungry, ain't got nothing, because you love calling on all your gods. I got a brother right here sitting in front of me. His name is CDI. He was a member of the Christian church for 60, 70 years of his life. He called on Jesus. He called on Jehovah. All of that. But now can he declare the God of Israel name, Ahiah, in the earth? No, he can't do it. He cannot do it. He can speak it to himself. Oh yeah. He can speak it to himself. But see, the God of Israel ain't talking about that. You're going to declare his name by opening up your mouth, Hebrews. By getting on a corner, or getting in the street, or getting wherever you need to get, and declare a higher name in his earth. No, he can't do that. No, I ain't never seen him do it. I never seen him get on the corner and declare the God of Israel name higher. See how religion do you? It don't matter if you don't go to their church no more, Sister Linda. It don't matter if you're not joined in with their organization no more. You can be very much still religious because you're not doing what the gods of Jerusalem need you to do to connect you to the power, to connect you to the gods of Israel, to connect you to yourself. You got to declare his name in the earth. Ahaya, 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 Ahaya. Who's doing that? Absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody. Don't read the Exodus 9. Verse 16. Absolutely nobody, Sister Linda Richardson. Nobody. They talking about the Most High. The Most High. Who? Oh my God, people. Y'all are so weak. Y'all are so pathetic. That's not a name, number one. And it's definitely not his title. He's the God of who, bro? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's who he is. Go talk about that God. Go declare that in your neighborhood. Go declare that in the nursing home. Get the Most High madness up out of your tongue. So let's keep reading, y'all. So see, it's all about the connection. See, it's key. The connection is key. The connection is the power. The connection to your gods is real. This brother sit here every single day, and you know he served false gods for many years. Am I right, bro?
You're right.
I can't hear you.
You are right.
He served false gods for many years. But he cannot declare the name of the God of Israel in the earth. Am I right, bro? Are you declaring the name of the God of Israel in the earth?
I'm not declaring.
You're not declaring his name in the earth. Why not? He said, no, Sister Linda, he's not declaring the name of the God. Why not, bruh? Sister Linda, that's key. When you leave a religion like GOCC, you are disconnecting yourself now, Sister Linda. You are being disconnected. You're not all the way disconnected yet. You're going through a transformation. That's what you're going through. But once you totally disconnect yourself from all that stuff that they done said and taught and told you to do and believe and think, you need to go, my Hebrew sister. You need to go and declare the name and title of the God of Israel. Ahaya. You need to go, sis. You need to go, because if you don't go, you're going to still be connected to religion. See, and this is what's wrong with my brother CDI right now. Because he served them gods all them years, and he know his name is Ahaya, and he know he's the God of Israel now. He know all of that. But is he going to declare his name? So if you don't declare, you're going to stay religious. I'm telling y'all, that's divine wisdom that comes from the mother. The word of wisdom. you're going to stay religious and you're going to stay connected to the gods of the religion that you was taught. So, bruh, could you tell me, we're going back into our assignment, could you tell me right now how long you haven't been in a Christian church? About 11 or 12 years. He haven't been in the Christian church. But do that mean he's not religious? No, it don't mean none of that. Because religion is not the building. Religiousness is in your heart. And then it's in your soul. And it's in your mind. And it's in your spirit. That's where it's at. You can walk away from the building, Sister Linda, but you still can be very, very much religion because it's in your heart, see. It's in your soul. It's in your mind. You haven't declared, see, the name of the God of Israel to no one. You got to declare it. Not to yourself. Not in your own bedroom, in your own house. He said declare it in the earth. So brother, why haven't you declared it?
Well, I haven't.
He said he have not declared it, Sister Linda.
The reason for that is that
Uh-huh.
still religious.
You still religious in a way. Well, why do you feel we got to help our Hebrew sister today? Because she been associated with GOCC for many years and probably the Christian church before she even joined up with GOCC. Sister Linda, I'm talking about you, my beautiful sis. So help our Hebrew sister today to understand.
I guess I need to give in and surrender to the higher desire for me.
He said he need to give in and he need to surrender and he have not did it. Why? Because he can't. Because he's still religious. And he still loves Jesus. And he still loves Jehovah. And he still loves all them gods that he was taught about. Because if you don't love them, you're going to declare the name of the God of Israel in the earth. Verse 17 of Exodus 9. Sister Linda say, yes, you are right. However, going forward, I'm praying to the God of Israel. God of Israel. But what is his name, Sister Linda? I see you always put the God of Israel, but what is his name? I'm praying to the God of Israel. I would declare the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Thank you, Prophet. Absolutely. I have renounced and denounced GOCC. Good. Now it's time for you to declare in the earth his name. But verse 17. Thank you, Sister Linda. Beautiful. As yet exaltest thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go. Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as has not been in Egypt since the foundation there, even unto now. Send there, so he's gonna open the portals up like he did in the days of Noah, and just let it rain. Send therefore now the windows of heaven, which is the portals. Send therefore now and gather thy cattle, and all that thou hast in the field. For upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field, and shall not be brought home, the hail shall come down upon them, and they will die. He that feared the word of Ahiah among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses. And he that regarded not the word of Ahiah left his servant and his cattle in the field. Did not believe what the God of Israel told Moses to do. And Ahiah said unto Moshe, his prophet, stretch forth thy hand, Moses, towards heaven. Ooh, glory, 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 Ahiah. That there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man, and upon beast, and upon every herb of the field throughout the land. Just stretch forth your hand, prophet Moses. Stretch it out. And y'all notice the King James Version Bible don't got prophet nowhere for the names of Ezekiel, and the name of Jeremiah, and the name of Moses, and the name of Elijah, and the name of John the Baptist. They don't have prophet nowhere around their name. Why? Because see, I already told y'all that the King James Version Bible is a religious book. It's not Torah. So it's not giving it to y'all the proper way. They don't want you to know Ezekiel as a prophet. They don't want you to know Jeremiah as a prophet. They don't want you to know Moses as a prophet. They just want you to look at them as mere men. Prophets are dead and done away with. The Son of God was a priest. He was a priest, a high priest. That's what your religious institutions teach you. So you see, that King James Version Bible, it have destroyed many people's lives. Woo, let me give you Ahiah told me to clap on that. Woo, silly daughter. Because it's true. This King James Version Bible, they done jacked up the prophets in this book. They done jacked up Moses. They done jacked up Elijah. They don't want you to know they prophets. They just men. They know, yeah. Ooh, the King James Version Bible. It's the Word of God. Oh, the King James Version Bible. Oh, it's the Word of God. Ooh, everything in that book, I'm just going to believe it and do it. You stupid. You're stupid. If you believe the King James Version Bible, everything in it, you just going to believe it. You're stupid. By the God of Israel said, daughter, don't believe everything in that book. Sister Lynn, I have Ahiah. Yes, my sis. Ahiah is his name. And don't you let nobody, Sister Linda, ever take that out of your mind, ever take it out of your heart, ever take it off of your tongue, ever take it out of your soul. That's the name that's going to take us to Jerusalem, back to our land and back to our border. That's the name that's going to connect us to their power and to their kingdom. That's the name. Let me keep reading, y'all. So I am on verse. What verse, bro? I'm on verse 18. Verse 19. Verse 20. He that feared the word of Ahiah among the servants. Okay, verse 22. And Ahiah. Get that Lord satanic stuff up out of my face. I said Ahiah. King James Version Bible. Get that satanic stuff up out of my face, Lord. And Ahiah said unto Moses, his prophet, stretch forth thy hand towards heaven, Moses, that there be hail in all the land of Egypt. Not some of Egypt. Egypt is huge. It's a big country. And Moses stretched forth his hands, and hail fell on all of Egypt. See, that's how powerful and connected the prophet Moses was. He was so powerful and so connected. He just stretched forth his hand, and hail fell over all the country of Egypt. Great hail that killed all the cattle of Egypt. That's all I need to do is stretch forth my hand. When the God of Israel tell me to stretch it forth, and the mother of Jerusalem, the great Holy Spirit, stretch it, daughter. I understand power. I understand the power of the gods of the Hebrews. How do I understand it, Sister Linda? Because I have it. That's how I understand it. And whenever they need me to use it, I will use it. Whenever they need me to use it, they're going to tell me how and what to do to use it, to manifest that power. Ain't no sense in y'all talking about y'all the remnant, and y'all the children of God, and God is your father. And ain't no sense in y'all talking about that stuff when y'all ain't got no power. Woo! Glory, glory, glory. When y'all ain't got no power, ain't no sense of you going around talking about you the remnant, the 144,000 of the house of Israel. Because the only thing will ever make you the remnant, I'm up here, bruh. The only thing will ever make you the remnant is power that come from the gods of Jerusalem. That's the only thing, Sister Linda. Please write that down, Sister Linda, if you can. The only thing will ever make y'all the remnant is the power of the gods of Israel. It don't matter if you're a Hebrew. It don't matter if you're a Hebrew. You got the bloodline of Yaakov, our father Jacob. and Abraham and I. That don't matter. What matters, if you got the power of the gods of Israel, that's what matters. So y'all can get off all that. Oh, I'm Israel. Yeah, you Israel, but you ain't got no power. You got to be crazy, bruh. You got to be crazy, sir. You Israel, but without power, you nothing. You absolutely nothing. The devil is sifting y'all like wheat. He couldn't touch Peter now. Satan could not touch Peter. Satan could not touch Paul. Satan could not touch none of the disciples. Could not touch them. Could not stop them till they laid their own life down, because the God of Israel told them to lay it down. It's time for y'all to go now. Lay your life down. Let them have your life. Satan can't touch me. He can't touch me. He cannot touch me in no kind of way. He couldn't touch the disciples because they had too much power. Just like Moses got too much power, y'all. Man, Satan wanted to kill Moses. Satan wanted to kill Moses. Satan wanted to kill the Son of God, but he couldn't touch the prophet, Yeshaya. No, let me say it 2 more times. He could not touch the prophet, Yeshaya. He could not touch the prophet, Yeshaya, because he had all power. You'll never be able to touch a prophet, Satan, of the God of Israel. Never. Listen, my beautiful Hebrew sister. Verse 23. And Moses stretched forth his rod, right? Let's go back to 22. And Ahiah said, Moses, stretch forth thy hand towards heaven, that there be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast, and upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. Everything got to die up in here, Moses. Kill it. Kill it, Moses. Stretch your hand out and you're going to kill everything in Egypt. Woo! My God, glory. Bruh, this is some... So Moses stretched forth his rod, his staff, y'all. His staff. Bro, why you didn't bring I should have brought my staff today. Moses stretched forth his staff, his rod, towards the heaven. And Ahiah sent thunder and hail. And the fire ran along upon the ground. Woo-wee, Ahiah. And Ahiah rained hail upon the land of Egypt. Moses just stretched forth his staff, y'all. His staff. His staff. Verse 24. And there was hail and fire mingled with hail, very grievous, such as theirs was not none like in all the land of Egypt, since it became a nation. You don't want to play with a prophet of the God of Israel. I'm telling y'all. And the hail smote throughout the land of Egypt, and all that was in the field, both man and beast, and all the smote every herb of the field, and break every tree. It broke down every tree in the field, bruh. Ooh, wasn't no food left. Wasn't nothing left when the God of Israel got through with Egypt. Through his prophet Moses. See, that's why the God of Israel only deal with someone he choose as a prophet. Because see, they have to display his power in the earth. That's what it's all about. Speaking prophetically and displaying his power in the earth. And only the land of Goshen where the children of Israel were was no head. And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron and said unto them, I have sinned this time. Yes, Pharaoh, you done did some wicked stuff, bruh. You should have known you sinned a long time ago when you wouldn't let Israel go. When the God of Israel told you, let my people go, that they may serve me. You should have knew then, Pharaoh, that you were sinning against the God of Israel, the one and only true God. Your gods ain't got no power. They can't stop the God of Israel. Your musicians and your God Satan, Horus and all that, they can't stop me. You don't know who you talking to, Pharaoh. You don't know who you dealing with. There's not like a God. There's not like a God in the earth like me. I'm all power, see. So you want to keep holding on to Israel? You don't want to let them go? You want to keep them as slaves? You want to keep enslaving my people, right? That's why the God of Israel going to tear America inside out. You want to keep enslaving my people, right? When it's time for them to go, you got to let them go. And he said, I have sinned, verse 27, Exodus 9. And Ahiah is righteous, he said. And I and my people are wicked. Yes, you are. Wicked and evil. Africans. And treat Ahiah, for it is enough, Moses, that there be no more mighty thunder in hell. And I will let you go, and you shall stay no longer. And Moses the prophet said unto him, as soon as I am gone out of this city, I will spread abroad my hands unto Ahiah my God, the God of Israel. And the thunder shall cease, neither shall there be any more hail, that thou mayest know how that the earth is who, bruh? Ahiah. Not the world, Sister Linda. That don't belong to Ahiah. Just his earth. Just the earth. His creation. You're going to know that it is Ahiah. He over the sun. He over the moon. He over the hail. He over the rain. He over the fire. He over the sea and the oceans and the fish and the creatures, and he over all of that. He over the herbs of the fields and the trees and the flowers. All the earth is mine. But I gotta leave first, because if I don't leave Egypt, nothing is going to stop. The death and the destruction will continue if you don't let the children of Israel go. But as for thee and thy service, I know that you will not yet fear Ahiah God. And the flax and the barley were smitten. The flax is the linen. That's how they made their linen, right, bro? With the flax. That's how Egypt had a lot of linen. They made with the flax. That's linen. The flax and the barley were smitten For the body was in the ear, and the flax was boiled. Everything. Ain't no more linen up in here. But the wheat, verse 32, but the wheat and the rye was not smitten, for they was not grown up. And Moshe the prophet went out of the city from Pharaoh, and spread forth his hands unto a height. And the thunder and the hail ceased, Sister Linda, and the rain was not poured upon the earth. Ooh! Off. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunder was ceased, he sinned yet more, and hardened his heart, he and his servants. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would, he let the children of Israel go, as Ahiah has spoken by Moses. He still didn't want to quit. He still didn't want to stop. Exodus 10. Power and connection. Real power and real connection is the key. It is the key. They burnt the Hebrew scrolls, y'all. They burnt the Hebrew scrolls. The Romans, the Greeks, the Persians, the Assyrians, the Babylonians. They burnt the Hebrew scrolls. All that what the Catholic Church done, all that what they don't have left of the Hebrew scrolls, they destroyed and burnt the Hebrew scrolls. Because they cannot stand. Just like the people in this earth, their children see. The beast's children, they cannot stand the gods of Jerusalem. They can't stand him. That's why they can't declare his name in the earth. Because it's a problem with loving the God of Israel. They burnt the Hebrew scrolls. You could throw this King James Version Bible in the trash. Let me say that again. Thank you. You can throw that King James Version Bible in the trash. Because it's not the Hebrew scroll. Why you think they can burn it? Do whatever you want to do with it, the God of Israel said. Because it's not my words. It's full of religion. It's full of false gods in here. That's what it's full of, y'all. Listen to me. I'm speaking to y'all a word of wisdom right now. It's full of religion. It's full of false gods. It's full of lies. It's full of deception. Ricard, Elder Ricard, y'all call. He believe in it. Don't he see? Sister Linda, Elder Ricard, he believe in the Hebrew scrolls. I'm sorry, he believe in the King James Version Bible. He do. He believe everything in it. He's stupid and dumb and weak. He believed everything in the New Testament. Woo! God is real high. Woo! God is real high. Exodus chapter 10. It's all we got, y'all. But again, it's not true all the way. And Ahiah said unto Moses, his prophet, go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servants, that I might show these my signs before him. See, Pharaoh, you still don't believe that I am who I say I am. So the more you don't believe that I am Ahiah, the God of the Hebrews, the God of the Hebrew nation and kingdom, the God of the 12 tribes of Israel, as long as you don't believe that, I'm going to keep on hardening your heart and destroying Egypt. I don't care if the president's standing here. Bring her. I'm still going to declare Ahiah to her and whoever else come up in here. He ashamed, but not me. He ashamed, but not me. He ashamed, but not me. So he still didn't want to believe, Sister Nat. So he had to harden his heart again. That's what's going on with my children of Israel today. The God of Israel keep hardening y'all hearts because y'all don't want to believe that he is who he say that he is in the earth. See, you want to believe in your gods, in your religion. That's what you want to believe in. Your gods, in your religion, and Ceramics and Guadalupe, Maria, Jesus, Jesus. You want to believe in all that stuff. And that's why the God of Israel is hardening everybody's heart in this earth. Just like he hardened Pharaoh's heart. Because he didn't want to believe that he was Ahiah, the God of the Hebrews. Y'all want to believe in Jesus, Jehovah, Most High, all kind of stuff. Y'all want to believe. You got a hardened heart. Because you don't want to believe. That's why you can't repent. You can't repent. You can't get the religion out your heart. You can't get the religion out your soul. You can't get it out of you. Because your heart is hardened. Who hardened your heart? The God of Israel, the mother and the father of the Hebrew nation. Why? Because you don't want to believe that he is the God of the Hebrews, that he is the God of Israel. No, you don't believe, because you don't even confess that he is the God of Israel. Not in the earth. It can only be established, Sister Linda, if you confess it in the earth, that he's the God of the Hebrews, he's the God of Israel, he's the God of the 12 tribes. As long as you don't establish that in the earth, your heart stay hardened and religious. That's why he kept hardened Pharaoh's heart. He said right here, chapter 10, verse 2. And thou mayst tell him in the ears of thy sons and of the sons' sons what things I have wrought in Egypt and my signs, which I have done among them, that they may know that I am Ahijah. And Moses and Aaron came in unto Pharaoh and said unto him, thus said Ahijah, God of the Hebrews. You can't just say, thus said God. Thus said God, Ahijah of the Hebrews. Who is the Hebrews? The 12 tribes of Israel all over the earth. How long will you refuse me, Pharaoh? To humble yourself before me. Let my people Israel go, that they may serve me. Else if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow will I bring the locusts into thy coast, and they shall cover the face of the earth, and one cannot be able to see the earth. And they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remaineth unto you from the hail, and shall eat every tree which is growing for you out of the field. And they shall fill the houses, and the houses of all the Egyptians, which neither thy fathers or thy fathers have seen since the day that they were upon the earth unto the day, and have turned itself and went out from Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's servant said unto him, how long shall this man be a snare unto us? Moses the prophet, how long, Pharaoh? Are you going to keep hardening your heart and not let Israel go? Can't you see Egypt is destroyed? That's just like your government in America, the serpent head. Just like your government in America, they just won't let Israel go. Not the Royal Regal. How long? President, how long are you going to refuse to acknowledge the God of Israel, the God of the Hebrews? How long? Because I'm going to destroy Egypt. Because you refuse to humble yourself before me, Ahijah. Don't you understand that Egypt is already destroyed? Egypt is already collapsed, and you still want to harden your heart? You still want to think, Mr. President, that you got this stuff figured out? Oh no, you don't have nothing figured out. I'm going to destroy Egypt. Thus said the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Ahijah is my name. I'm going to destroy the serpent head, the head of Satan. Babylon the Great. Everybody's heart is hardened. There and all over the earth. Hardened against the one and only true God. The one and only true gods of Jerusalem, the mother and the father. The great gods. The great gods, Sister Linda. The great gods. Everybody's heart is hardened. That's why his name is not being declared in the earth. Why? Because everybody's heart is hardened, full of religion and doubt and unbelief, full of their own self, pride and the ego. That's why ain't nobody out talking about a higher. Who? Where? Where's his name been declared? Could somebody tell me here on this chat, please, where is the name of the God of Israel being declared? It's not Yah. It's none of that. That's why Egypt is still being destroyed today. If his name was Yah, then Egypt wouldn't be destroyed. If his name was Yah, the people in Egypt, America, and all over the earth won't be sick. If his name was Jesus, if his name was Jehovah, if his name was... Yes, people. Who's declaring his name all over the earth? Hey, my beautiful sis. My Hebrew sister, Sister Richardson. 7 Hebrew claps, y'all. She made it today. Woo! Thank you. My beautiful Sister Richardson. I'm glad you're here, sis. Let's keep reading, y'all, our assignment. We're doing 7 chapters today. We got to do it. The God of Israel say, you're out within your 3 hours. I need you to do 7 chapters. Got to do the 7. What verse, bruh? What verse?
Verse 7.
Verse 7.
I think
Verse
verse 8.
8. And Moshe and Aaron the prophet were brought again unto Pharaoh. And he said, Exodus 10:8, unto them, go serve Ahijah your God. But who are they that shall go? And Moses the prophet said, we will go with our young and with our old, and with our sons and with our daughters, and with our flocks and with our herds. We will go. For we must hold a feast unto Ahijah. And he said unto them, let Ahijah be so with you, and I will let you go, and your little ones. Look to it, for evil is before you. Not so. Go now, ye that are men, and serve Ahijah, for that ye did deserve, and they was driven from out of Pharaoh's presence. And Ahijah, the God of Israel, said unto Moses his prophet, stretch out your hand, Moses, over the land of Egypt, for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt, and eat every herb of the land, even all the hail have left. And Moses the prophet stretched forth his hand, stretched forth his rod, his staff. Stretched forth his rod, his staff. Over the land of Egypt, and Ahijah brought an east wind. Ahijah, the God of the Hebrews, the God of the 12 tribes of Israel. He brought an east wind upon the land all day and all that night. Woo! And when it was morning, Sister Linda, hit the like button. Sister Linda said, yes, Sister Linda. They'll hit it for them fake leaders, but they won't hit it for the prophet of the God of Israel. They'll hit it for them fake pastors and bishops and leaders. Oh yeah, they'll hit it fast. But they won't hit it for Prophet Moses and Prophet Jeremiah and Prophet Elisha. Oh no, they won't hit the like button. Because I'm not talking that pretty stuff that they want to hear. But thank you, Sister Lynn, for reminding them to hit the like button. So right here, y'all, verse 13, Exodus 10. And Moses, the prophet, stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the higher brought an east wind all day and night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. Oh no, Pharaoh, you saying now, let them go. The God of Israel told you a long time ago to let Israel go. Now that you want to let them go, you think I'm going to stop sending a locust to you? No. I'm still going to destroy Egypt. I'm still going to destroy Egypt because your heart is hardened and you don't like me, the God of Israel. You don't like me, the God of the Hebrew nation. So I'm going to still destroy Egypt, even though you let Israel go. You took too long, Pharaoh. You took too long to listen to my prophets, Moses and Aaron. That's why I keep telling y'all, Sister Lynn. 144,000, the King James Version Bible say. Where are they? I am the prophet of the God of Israel, the mother and the father. Where are they? Yeah. Just like Pharaoh couldn't hear Moses and Aaron. That's like nobody in Egypt could hear Moses and Aaron and believe nothing they were saying. Think about what I'm saying, y'all. I'm speaking to y'all prophetic. What, 144,000? Yeah, the kingdom have already been designed it for the 144,000. But will the 144,000 make it to the kingdom? That's what you need to think about. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt. When he brought the locusts, verse 14. And the locusts went over all the land of Egypt and rested in all the coasts of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them there was no such locust, as they neither have them shall be such. For they covered the face of the whole earth. Wow. So that the land was darkened. And they did eat every herb of the land, and all the fruit of the trees which the hail had left. And there remained not any green thing in the trees, or the herbs of the field throughout the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moses the prophet. You got to have the prophet. Pharaoh called for Moses the prophet. Help me, Moses. Help me. You are the only one that can stop these plagues and these pestilence from destroying Egypt and America. The serpent head. Help us, Prophet Moses. Help us, Elisha. Help us. Talk to the gods of Israel. Talk to the gods of Jerusalem. Elisha, help us. But because everybody's heart is so hardened against the prophet of the God of Israel and against the gods of Israel, Elisha can't help you. Because your hearts are too hardened, just like Pharaoh. Pharaoh was still calling on Moses to help him. See, your president, your governments, they hard too hard. Their heart is still hard. And that's why the God of Israel going to send the locusts. He's going to send the hail. He's going to send the fire. He's going to send the pain. He's going to send everything up in there. And y'all going to start calling on a real prophet of the God of Israel with power to help y'all. But it's going to be too late in Egypt. The serpent head. Because the gods of Jerusalem have already made it up in their mind to destroy it. So what did he say? Verse 16, Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron in haste. Please come, hurry. And he said, I have sinned. Pharaoh, you keep saying that you have sinned. Sinned against who? Sinned against what? See, he not even repenting, y'all. He just saying he sinned. But he ain't naming his sin. Ooh, help me, Sister Linda. He not naming his sin. See, you really can't repent. And you really can't get the God of Israel to forgive you if you don't name what you are sinning against. Pharaoh said to Moses, the prophet, and Aaron, I have sinned. But he didn't say against who. And he didn't say against what. He just said, I sinned. See, he still got a hard heart. He still got a hardened heart because he won't name. I sinned against the higher. I sinned against the God of the Hebrews. I sinned against the God of Israel. I sinned against the God of Israel people, the children of Israel. I sinned against you, Prophet Moses. Everything that you said, you and Aaron, I sinned against it. I didn't do what y'all said. See, he not naming nothing. See, y'all people try to say y'all repentant. Y'all just like Pharaoh. His heart was hard. Y'all say, oh, I'm repenting. I repent for my sin. But you can't name none of your sin. You just ask God to forgive you. Forgive me, God. Forgive me, Most High. From what? He's saying from what? That's a hardened heart. Because you don't really want to acknowledge that you are a sinner and that you have sinned against the one and only true God. Look what happened, y'all. Look what is going on in Egypt. modern day America and ancient Egypt. Wow, ain't this deep? Pharaoh said, I sinned, Moses. Woo, God of Israel. He don't really believe that he sins. He's sugarcoating it. He don't believe he's sin. He don't believe nothing he's doing is wrong. Just like y'all don't believe that y'all are sinning against the gods of Jerusalem. Y'all don't believe it. You don't believe it. You don't believe it. You don't believe it. And that's why the God of Israel got everybody sick. Yeah. Because you're in Egypt. You are in Egypt. Plagues, pestilence, and disease. Look what it say. I sinned against Ahijah, your God, and against you. Look what he's saying. Now he's saying right here. The other Bible verses in chapter 9, he said he sinned. But he didn't say I sinned against Ahijah, your God. Right here he's saying it. But he still don't believe it. Now therefore forgive, I pray thee, my sin. All right, Pharaoh. What are you just saying? You sinned against Ahijah, but name name your sins. Forgive me, I pray, for my sin. Only this once, and entreat Ahijah your God, that he may take away from me this death. Ooh, God of Israel, Ahijah, great Holy Spirit, Mother of Zion. This death that I am feeling in my life, this death that I'm feeling every day, I feel like I'm dead. I feel like I'm not alive. Pray to the God of Israel, Ahijah. Pray to the God of the Hebrews that he take this death feeling away from me. The medication ain't working. The chemotherapy is not working, Moses. The high blood pressure pills is not working. The surgery didn't work. The herb, nothing that I'm doing, Moses. I feel like I'm about to die. I'm so very sick. I'm so very weak. I'm so very tired. Pray to Ahijah, the God of the Hebrews. You got to have a prophet to help y'all people. You got to have a prophet, not no elder. Only Moses could go to Ahijah and Aaron. Not the elders. They was right there in Egypt with Moses and Aaron. But they couldn't do nothing with Pharaoh. And the people in Pharaoh, they all felt like they was dead. And they was dead. Because the God of Israel killed them spiritually. They was already dead. Ooh, glory to Ahijah, the God of Israel, the one and only true God. Ooh, glory, glory, glory. Ooh, Ahijah, thank you. Ooh, my God, Father, Father, Father. Look what he said. Verse 18 of Exodus 10. We got 5 more chapters to go, y'all. And we finished with our assignment for today. Now, therefore, forgive, I pray thee, my sins. Verse 18. And he went out from Pharaoh, Moses the prophet, and entreated Ahijah. Let's see what the word entreated means. Let me get my computer up here, y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Because it's a prophetic hour. And it's a prophetic message. Ooh, glory to the gods of Jerusalem, God. Glory, glory, glory. Ooh, Ahaya, the great God and his beautiful wife, the great Holy Spirit. Ooh, I give y'all the glory, honor, and praise. Ooh, Ahaya, thank you, Mother and Father. My God, it's very deep, God. This is very, very powerful today. My God, where we at, bruh? Exodus 10, what verse? Huh? He not keeping up. He's sitting here but not keeping up. We on verse 19, verse 18. See, that show you. You're dead. You're not following the prophet. You're sitting here on this platform with me. Just like my Hebrew brother sitting right in front of me. But he not following the prophet. He not listening. He have a hardened heart. You can't hear me if your heart is hard. Just like all the people in Egypt couldn't hear Moses and Aaron because their heart was hardened against them, the prophets, and against the gods of the prophets. That's what it is. You'll never be able to keep up. You'll never be able to follow. You'll never be able to listen because your heart is not right. Let me look up the word entreat. Exodus 10:18. I'm going to look it up in the Hebrew, y'all. I'm going to look this up in the Hebrew. Entreat. Entreated. Entreated. Entreat. Same thing. Is Hebrew number 6279. So Pharaoh, the president and the government, was asking Moses, the prophet, go entreat your God, Ahaya, for me, because I feel like I'm dead. So the word entreat right here is to burn incense and worship, bruh. That's what the word entreated is right there in Exodus 10:8. To burn incense and worship. That is intercede. Listening to prayer. Reciprocally. So Pharaoh was asking Moses to go worship the God of Israel. To go pray for me. Moses, please. I feel like I'm dying here. I'm dead. In other words, what he was asking for is life. He was asking for Moses to restore the life inside of his dead body. He was dead and lifeless. Just like the whole house of Israel today. Dead and lifeless. Who killed y'all? The God of Israel, the mother and the father of the Hebrew kingdom. He the one killed you. And only a prophet can bring you back to life. Ooh, God of Israel. I need to go pray to a higher and the great Holy Spirit, the Ruach. I need to go pray, and I need to go worship, and I need to go intercede for the house of Israel. But I can't do it for y'all. Listen to what I'm saying, people, please. I'm speaking to y'all what the God of Israel is telling me. I can't do it for y'all. You know why, Israel? You know why, Hebrews? Because y'all won't ask me. Y'all won't ask me, just like y'all won't ask me to pray for y'all. I'm the prophet of the gods of Jerusalem. Just like Pharaoh asked Moses to go and pray and worship and intercede that he may live. Y'all won't ask me. And if you don't ask me, then you're going to stay dead. It's that simple. Because see, you got to want to live, Hebrews. You got to want to live. The life that y'all are living is not life. And that's why I said to y'all earlier today when I came on that I need to connect y'all to yourself, to your very essence, to your very self. I need to connect y'all. I need to give y'all life. Help y'all to find y'all life. Because until you find your life and find yourself, you cannot find your gods. I told y'all that. You don't understand what I'm saying. Because you can't hear me. You got ears to hear, but can't hear. Pharaoh couldn't hear Moses either. Moses went to Pharaoh so many times. And Pharaoh could not hear Moses not one time. But it was only, CDI, when he died. See, when Pharaoh died right here in Exodus 10 verse 18, when he said, I feel like I am dead, that's when he could hear Moses and what Moses the prophet was saying to him. Only when he felt like he was dead, because he was dead. He understood at that moment that he needed the God of Israel to help him. And he needed the prophet Moses to go to his gods and pray to them to help him. It's that deep, y'all. It is that very deep. Verse 19. And a higher turned a mighty strong west wind. See, he deal with the wind of higher. The elements that he created. That's what a higher deal with, see. You don't need no gun. None of that. His elements will take you up out of this earth. Whatever. Oh my God, how y'all think? So he sent the west wind and took away the locusts and cast them into the Red Sea. There remained not one locust in all the coasts of Egypt. And a higher heartened Pharaoh heart again. See, you wonder why your heart is so hard. How you doing it? Because y'all don't want to acknowledge him for who he is. Y'all don't want to accept him for who he is. Y'all don't want to understand who he is. You want to look at him another way. The way some man taught you and all of that. No, you have to look at Ahia, the mother and the father of the Hebrew nation. The way your soul, look at them. Because it is your soul that belongs to them, not your flesh. So Pharaoh hardened his heart again. Even though the God of Israel sent the west wind to take the locust, the God of Israel hardened the heart again. You ain't got it yet, Pharaoh. You dead. You feel like it. You still don't got it, Pharaoh. You still don't have it, Israel. Y'all still don't have it. You still don't have it. But a higher hardened Pharaoh heart again. Let's look up the word harden in the Hebrew, because we keep saying that today in our assignment. Harden heart. Pharaoh just wouldn't quit. He just would not. So that he would not. So the God is hardened his heart, so he would not let the children of Israel go. Why did the God of Israel keep hardening his heart? Because he didn't believe. And he didn't understand. And he did not accept. See, that is the biggest word right here, y'all. Pharaoh did not accept who the God of Israel is, and who the children of Israel was. He did not accept that. And that's why the God of Israel kept hardening his heart, just like y'all don't accept him. You say Ahia all you want. God of Israel, you can say all of that. That don't mean nothing. That means absolutely nothing to the gods of Jerusalem. So you might as well shut your mouth if you ain't declaring his name in the earth. Hebrews. So let's look up the word hardened. That is Exodus 10, verse 20. Now we're moving right along in our next chapter. It's Exodus 11. Exodus 10:20 is Hebrew number 2388 for hardened. Hardened heart, y'all. Hardened heart. We're looking up hardened right now. Because Pharaoh just couldn't get it. He just couldn't accept. And the God of Israel just kept hardening his heart. He doing the same thing to y'all that he did to Pharaoh. He's doing the same thing to his own people right now that he did to Pharaoh. He keep on hardening y'all heart because y'all just won't accept and acknowledge who the God of Israel is. And what the God of Israel wants. And what do I need to do for the God of Israel? Ahia. What is it that the mother of Jerusalem, the great Holy Spirit, wants? And that's why he keep hardening your heart, because you just won't acknowledge. So the word hearten is to fasten upon. I mean, he closed in Pharaoh's heart. He fastened Pharaoh's heart. Pharaoh couldn't feel nothing that was going on in Egypt. He felt the death, but he didn't feel nothing else. See, it's just like everybody that's sick, the children of Israel. Y'all can feel the high blood pressure. Your head starts swimming. You can feel the diabetes. Your sugar go up, and you can feel, your liver disease and your kidney disease, and you can feel all of that. You can feel all of that, just like Pharaoh felt the death. But you cannot feel what it is that you need to do to get rid of those sicknesses and diseases that's in your body. What is it that I need to do? So the God of Israel is fasting upon your heart. It say, hence to seize, be strong. Strong number 2388 for hardening. Figuratively courageous, strengthen, cure, help, repair, conquer. All of that is right there with the heart. Fasting. He kept hardening his heart. Let's go to our next Bible chapter. Bible. I really do wish we had the Hebrew Scrolls. Exodus 11. Oh, water is hot. Wow. Exodus 11, y'all. We've been here 2 hours and 7 minutes. We got 1 more hour. And this is our 3rd chapter. And Ahiah said unto Moses the prophet, where am I? Did I finish 10? No, I didn't finish 10. Okay. We still on chapter 10, verse 21. And Ahiah said unto Moses the prophet, stretch out thy hand towards heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, and there was thick darkness in the land of Egypt 3 days. There go number 3 again, y'all. 3 days. 3 and 7. 3 and 7. They saw not one another. It was so dark they could not even see each other. Neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwelling. Why did the children of Israel, have light in their dwelling and not the Egyptians? Excuse me. I'm going to ask y'all that question, if y'all can answer. Why did the children of Israel have light and the Egyptians didn't have none? Yes? Why did the children of Israel all their cattle was alive and all the Egyptian cattle died? Why was the children of Israel didn't have no boils on their body, and all the people in Egypt had boils? Can you answer, bro? Anybody in the chat, please? Come on, y'all. Come on. Give me some answers. If y'all can. Why? Why was the children of Israel safe from all the plagues, all the disease, all the sickness and death that was in Egypt, and not the Egyptians? You have something to say, bro? Just give me whatever is on the top of your head. What you feel.
What's the one I'm thinking? How they had a prophet and a seed for them.
They had a prophet to intercede for them. What else? Where in the Bible that we just read that Moses was interceding for the children of Israel? We didn't read that. We know Pharaoh asked him to go pray for him. So what else you got besides that? What else?
They were the children of the...
Huh? Why did the plagues not hit the Egyptians? I mean, why did the plagues not hit the children of Israel but the Egyptians? I don't know, no answers in the chat. Let me tell y'all why. Up here, if you want to listen and understand why, bro. Up here, not down there. Let me tell y'all why. It's simple. It's very simple. Because the God of Israel was protecting his very own people from all the plagues, all the sickness, all the disease, and all the death. He didn't only protect Israel, he protected all that Israel had in Goshen. That's why. It's because the God of Israel was ready to deliver his people out of Egypt so they could go to the wilderness and serve him. And they could be his God. I mean, they could be his people and he could be their God. That's what it was. The hedge of protection was all around the house of Israel and Egypt. That's why no diseases, no sickness, no nothing hit them. See, think about your life. And think about the children of Israel that lived in Egypt. Why all the sickness and disease and mental illness and craziness and all this stuff is hitting the house of Israel today, but it didn't hit the children of Israel when they was in Egypt. See the difference? Because the God of Israel, the gods of Israel, wanted to protect the house of Israel in Egypt. And they don't want to protect y'all today. Let me say that 2 more times. The gods of Israel are higher than the great Holy Spirit and the Son of God. They wanted to protect the children of Israel when they was in Egypt, Goshen. Then nothing happened to them. But everything is happening to the house of Israel today. There's all kind of sickness, disease, death, pain, destruction. Everything is happening to the house of Israel today, all over the earth. Especially America, modern day Egypt. There's a lot of sickness, pain, death, killing, and diseases. A lot. A lot. Let me say it one more time. The God of Israel wanted to protect the house of Israel, but he don't want to protect y'all today. And why is that? Why is it that he wanted to protect them in Egypt, in ancient Egypt, but not protect y'all today in modern day Egypt? Why? Why? Why is he not doing it today like he did it back then? Because see, he knew. He heard the children of Israel cry. He's not hearing no cry from y'all. He's not hearing no cry from y'all as a people, as a whole, as the children of Israel. Your heart is hardened, like Pharaoh. That's another reason why you're being destroyed. That's the problem. So he wanted to bring them out of Egypt so they could serve him in the wilderness and all that, and he can establish them as his people. What is happening today? What is happening today? That everybody got the same kind of heart that Pharaoh has. Because y'all just like Pharaoh and his servants that was living in Egypt. Let me keep reading, y'all. Thank you, Mother and Father, for the King. And Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, verse 22 of Exodus 20. And there was a thick darkness in the land, and they could not see one another, verse 24. But the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. And Pharaoh called unto Moses the prophet again and said, Go ye serve Ahiah. Only let your flocks and your herds be stayed. Let your little ones also go with you. And Moses the prophet said, Thou must give us also sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice unto Ahiah our God. Our cattle also shall go with us. There should not be a hoof be left behind. Not one cattle going to stay here in Egypt. They all going with us. For therefore must we take to serve Ahiah our God. And we know not with what we must serve Ahiah until we come thither. We don't know what Ahiah want to eat. We don't know if he want lamb. We don't know if he want goat. We don't know what he wants. So we got to take all the cattle with us to the wilderness. So Ahiah can establish his sacrifice and what he want to eat and how he want us to prepare. So no, Pharaoh, we're not leaving none of our cattle here with you. We got to take it to our gods, the gods of Israel, so we may sacrifice unto them. So again, right here, Pharaoh is still hard, have a hardened heart. God is still hard. Don't know. Just leave your cattle. You can go and your little children, but we're gonna keep all the food here with us. We ain't gonna give y'all no food. Y'all gone to the wilderness, but the food stay here with us. Moses said no. See, again, the God of Israel keep hardening his heart because he won't acknowledge and he won't accept the God of Israel or the gods of Jerusalem, just like y'all won't accept. You calling on all kind of gods with all kind of names, and you following all kind of religions with all kind of doctrines and philosophy. Sister Linda said, why the children of Israel didn't get the plagues, death, and pestilence on them in Egypt. They believed in a higher. Sister Linda, I cannot say that the children of Israel believed in a higher. Why I can't say that, bro? She said the plague. Thank you, Sister Linda. Beautiful, beautiful answer. She said that the reason why the plagues didn't hit them because they believed in a higher. I can't say that the children of Israel believed in the higher when they was in Goshen, when they was in Egypt. Why can't I say that, bro? Because when they got to the wilderness, they did not believe in a higher. And they did not accept a higher, Sister Lynn. And they wanted to go back to Egypt. So no. It didn't have nothing to do with them believing in the high. No, they didn't believe in the high. They never believed in a higher, our ancestors. It was only Joshua and Caleb that believed. They all died right there. The ones that left Egypt. The elders and all of them. The mamas and them daddies and auntie now. The grandma now, they all dropped right there dead because they never believed in a higher and they never believed in the God of Moses and Aaron. Never. So that's a good answer that you said. If it was true, if it was a true statement, then we could go with that, Sister Lynn. But as we look at the ancestors, they never believed in a higher. And as soon as they got to the wilderness, they wanted to turn back around and go to Egypt. They only believed in Egypt and the gods of Egypt. So the reason that the plagues and the destruction didn't hit them is because the God of Israel wants to establish them as a people in the wilderness and teach them the Torah, His law, the Hebrew scrolls. That's what it really was all about. That's why He protected them, because He wanted to bring them out of Egypt. And number two, He heard the cry of the children of Israel when they was in Egypt. So because they was crying so hard, they didn't even know who they was crying to, because they didn't even know nothing about a higher. They lost the name. When Jacob died, their father, and Joseph and them died, and all the people that left Jerusalem and went to Egypt with Jacob, they lost the name. They started worshiping the gods of Egypt. So they didn't know a higher. That's why Moses said, well, when I get there, they're going to want to know your name. So how can they believe in a God that they don't know? They never knew a higher. They just Moses just gave them the name. But good answer, Sister Linda. You gave me another. I stand to be corrected because of higher divine mercy and grace. Thank you. Absolutely. Wonderful, Sister Linda. Thank you for your answers. It's beautiful, though. It made me open up a different dialogue just by you saying a higher name that they believed in. So where are we? Verse 27. Verse 28, last verse. And Pharaoh said unto them, Get thee from me. Take heed to thyself. See my face no more. For in the day that thou seest my face, thou shalt die. So he ready to kill Moses and Aaron. He ain't got enough power to do nothing to them. He ain't got, and Moses, the prophet said, Thou hast spoken well, I will see thy face again no more. So right there, Sister Linda, it was established. It was established that we should never go back to Egypt. Because Moses said right here that I don't want to see Egypt no more, and I don't want to see your face no more, Pharaoh. I never will come to Egypt again. Right, bro? That's what he's saying in verse 29. So Elder Ricard teach y'all that y'all need to go back to Egypt and be safe over there. No. No. How's something going to keep you safe that the God of Israel told you to never ever see again? So Exodus chapter 11. So it was established right there that the children of Israel would never go back to Egypt ever again. And that's why Moses could not take them back. Because the God of Israel didn't never ever want them to go back. And Ahiah said unto Moses the prophet, Yet will I bring one plague more on Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Let me read on down so we can get finished with our assignment. Afterward he will let you go hence. When he shall let you go, you shall surely thrust you out hence altogether. Speak now into the ears of the people, and let every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of their neighbor's jewels of silver, jewels of gold. And Ahiah gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, very great in the land of Egypt, Moses the prophet. And in the sight of Pharaoh's servant, and in the sight of the people. And Moses the prophet said, Thus said Ahiah, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn of the land of Egypt shall die. The God of Israel is not finished with Egypt yet. From the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon the throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservants that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of the beasts. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor should it be like it anymore. But against any of the children of Israel, see, there you go, right there, Sister Linda, shall not a dog move his tongue. A dog can't even touch them. Because the God of Israel want to bring them out of Egypt. Just like he want to bring y'all out of Babylon, modern days. But against any of the children of Israel should not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that you may know how Ahiah doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. And all these thy servants shall come down unto me, and bow down themselves unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow thee. And after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger. And Ahiah said unto Moses, Pharaoh should not hearken unto you. He ain't gonna listen, Moses. That my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. And Moses, the prophet, and Aaron the prophet, did all these wonders before Pharaoh. And Ahiah hardened Pharaoh's heart again, fastened it, sealed it, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land. See how he keeps saying he's sin? And that's the God of Israel, he's saying all that, but he's still not being honest. He said, yeah, y'all can go. Go ahead, right? He keeps saying they can go, but then he changed his mind again. And that's why the God of Israel kept hardening his heart, because he knew that Pharaoh was just lying. He was not repenting for real. He was not accepting in the knowledge. Chapter 12, read, bro.
And Ahiah
spake again to Moses. Read louder.
And Aaron in the land of Egypt said, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months, shall be the first month of the year. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of one month,
read louder.
They shall take to them every man a lamb.
Every man a lamb.
According to the house of their father.
Uh-huh.
A lamb for his house.
Uh-huh.
If the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of souls. Every man according to his eating.
Yes.
Shall make the count for the lamb.
Yes.
The lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. He shall take it out from the sheep or from the goat. He shall keep it up until the 14th day of the month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take the blood, strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it.
Uh-huh.
They shall eat the flesh in that night, both with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it.
Yes.
Eat not of it raw or sour, at all with water.
Yes.
But roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the curtains thereof.
Yes.
You shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remains of it until the morning you shall burn with fire. Thus shall you eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. You shall eat it in haste. It is a highest Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am highest, and the blood shall be to you for a token upon the house wherein we are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you. When I smite the land of Egypt.
Verse 14.
And this day shall be unto you for a memorial. And you shall keep it a feast to the highest throughout your generation. You shall keep it a feast by ordinance forever. 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread, and in the first day you shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. Verse 16, and in the first day there shall be a holy convocation. And the 7th day there shall be a holy convocation. No matter what shall be done in them, save that which every man will keep, that only may be done of you.
Verse 17.
And verse 17, and ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, For in this same day have I brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generation by an ordinance forever. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at evening, ye shall eat unleavened bread. Till the 21st day of the month at evening. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. You shall eat Leviticus 11, even as so shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. Verse 20, you shall eat nothing leaven in all your habitations until you eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for all the elders, go out, take you a lamb according to your family, and kill the Passover. You shall take a blood of hyssop, dip it in the blood that is in the basin, strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. None of you shall go out at the door of his house until it is done.
Verse 23.
For a hire to pass through the night with see if the blood is on the lintel and on the two side posts. I will pass over the door, will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your house, my food. You shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee, to thy sons forever. It shall come to pass when you come to the land which I will give you, for as he has promised, that you shall keep this service. It shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service? Then you shall say, it is the sacrifice of highest Passover. You pass over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when you smote the Egyptians, and did a holiday. And the people bowed their heads and worshipped him. And the children of Israel went away and did as Messiah had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they.
Yes.
Verse 29. And it came to pass at midnight, that all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh, were set on the throne, and to the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, all the firstborn of cattle. Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians. There was a great cry, and there was not a house, but there was not one room. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night, said, rise up and get ye forth from among my people.
What verse?
This is verse 31.
All right.
Verse 32. Well, verse 31. From among my people, both ye and the children of Israel, and go, serve Ahiah, as ye have said. Verse 32, also take your flock and your herds, as ye have said, and be gone, and bless me also. The Egyptians were urged upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste. For they said, we be all dead men. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, with knitting cloth, being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders.
Yes.
And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses. And they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver, and jewels of gold, and raiment. And Ahiah gave them favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required.
Yes.
They spoiled the Egyptians. Verse 37. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Passover, 600,000 that were men beside children. And the rich multitude went up also with them, and flocks, herds, even very much cattle. They baked unless leaven taken of the dough which they had gone forth out of Egypt. For it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt.
Yes.
And could not carry, neither had they prepared for themselves any dishes.
Yes.
Now the journey of the children of Israel, who dwelt in Egypt for 430 years.
Yes.
It came to pass at the end of 430 years, even the such thing days came to pass, that all the hosts of the highest went out from the land of Egypt.
Yes.
It is a night to be much observed unto a higher to bring them out from the land of Egypt. This is that night of higher to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations. And Ahiah said unto Moses, Here, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof. To every man servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. Verse 45, a foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth all of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall you break a bone thereof. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. When a stranger shall join with thee and keep the Passover to hire, let all his males be circumcised. Then let him come near and keep it. He shall be as one that was born in the land. For no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof.
No uncircumcised person can eat the Passover. Okay? Hold on, excuse me. No uncircumcised person can eat the Passover. You must be, it doesn't matter what Paul said. That's an injection. We dealing with Torah, okay? Only Torah. Only Torah, the first 5 books of Moses. Let's deal with that. We are the children of Israel, and that's all we're supposed to deal with, and nothing else, to be honest. So Paul coming on saying what Paul said. Paul kept the law. Paul kept Torah. So you got to be circumcised. Paul said something about the circumcision. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that scripture. Keep reading, bro. And you got to keep it in Israel. And you can't break one leg. They only kept it in Egypt because the God of Israel wanted them to keep it in Egypt. That's the only time the children of Israel ever kept the Passover outside of Jerusalem, right, bro? Was in Egypt. Nowhere else is it recorded that the children of Israel kept the Passover in another country, in Asia, in Rome, and all. Now, they had to go to Jerusalem and keep the Passover. It's a high holy day. They have to be in Jerusalem. They have to be there. And that's why Jeroboam got in trouble, because he didn't want to go to Jerusalem. He set up his own calf and all of that. He didn't want to go to Jerusalem and keep the Passover and none of that. The holy day. That show you right there. You got to do it the God of Israel way. You can't break one bone of the lamb. So y'all think the Elder Carr been taking y'all through a real Passover? When all that stuff you eat is cut up and put on your plate and all of that, and grocery store rice and grocery store this and come on, you can't break one bone. And the elders of Israel must prepare the Passover. Right? And that's what you read? And you got to lay hands. Everybody got to lay hands on the Passover and kill it. Okay? You're not keeping the holy days. Ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing as an elder showing you about keeping a holy day. You got to be a prophet. Only a prophet can show you about what God of Israel wants with his holy days. Am I right, bro?
That's right.
It always been a prophet, not no elder. Okay, y'all? So finish reading, bro. We got 2 more chapters, I think, after this.
49. Verse 49. One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and to the stranger that sojourneth with you. Verse 50. Thus did all the children of Israel as the higher commanded Moses and Aaron.
Thus did all the children of Israel as a higher commanded the prophet Moses and Aaron, right? Not no elders. There was plenty of elders there. But why the God of Israel wasn't talking to the elders, bro? Because they're not prophets. Go ahead.
Right. Thus the Lord children of Israel had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. Verse 51. And it came to pass the self-same day that Ahiah did bring the children of Israel.
Where are you? What verse?
Verse 51.
Verse 51.
And it came to pass the self-same day that Ahiah did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies.
By their armies. I got it, bro. Thank you. The stipulations for the holy days. Serious stipulations. And that's why y'all sick too. Because y'all keep calling yourself keeping Passover and Feast on Unleavened Bread and keeping Feast of Tabernacles. You can't do it. You're not in Jerusalem. You're not in the presence of the gods of Jerusalem. That's where they live. Their habitation is where, bro? Zion. Zion is their habitation, Jerusalem. You got to go there to their habitation and keep the holy days in front of your gods, Israel. Chapter 13. I used to do that stuff. The God of Israel said, daughter, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you think you can keep the Passover on this side of the world? You ain't got no food. You ain't got nothing. How you going to keep a Passover to me? What are you doing, daughters? Don't do that. Don't do that. They corrected me, the gods of Israel. They corrected me and told me stop doing that. No, you can acknowledge, but you can't keep. You got to keep it with Jerusalem time anyway. What time was the Passover in Jerusalem, bro? When the sun went down. Right? Sister Linda? They had the Passover when the sun went down, Sister Linda. What time is that in Jerusalem? It's not your time in California. It's not your time in San Francisco. It's not your time in Texas. It's not your time in Philadelphia. It's not your time in New York. No. It's the God of Israel time. When the sun goes down in Jerusalem, that's when, this right here is Egypt. They wasn't even in Jerusalem. They was in Egypt. But I'm talking about when they left Egypt. When the sun go down. They was in Mount Zion. Okay? Mount Sinai. I'm going to do more research on that to bring more clarity about the holy days when the children of Israel was in Mount Sinai. I want to give more clarity on that. When the sun go down in Jerusalem, that's when you keep the Passover. Not your time on this side of the world. Are y'all people crazy and nuts? Come on. Exodus 13. Where you get off, bro? 12, right?
No, we finished verse 51.
We on Exodus chapter 13, right?
Yes.
The consecration of the firstborn. And Ahiah spake unto Moses the prophet, saying, sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whosoever opened the womb among the children of Israel, both of man or beast, it is mine. And Moses the prophet said unto the people, remember this day in which you came forth out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. For by strength of hand Ahiah brought you out from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten. This day came you out in the month of Abib. Right? We on chapter 13, right? Okay. This month you came out in the month of Abib. The month of Abib is the first month, which is the new year. March. You came out in the month of Abib. Verse 5, and it shall be when Ahiah shall bring thee to the land of Jerusalem. Into the land of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which he swore unto thy fathers to give thee, a land flowing with milk and honey, that thou shalt keep the service in this month. Listen, what Moses is telling them, y'all. When y'all get to the land of the Canaanites, which is Jerusalem, because that's where the Canaanites was living, which he swore unto thy father Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give you a land flowing with milk and honey, that thou shalt keep the service in this month. You should keep Abib, you should keep Passover, all of that in Jerusalem, right? That's what he's talking about. In Jerusalem. He ain't talking about no Europe or none of that. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread. And in the 7th day shall be a feast unto Ahiah in Jerusalem, the land of the Canaanites. That's what Moses is telling them. Unleavened bread shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall be no leavened bread be seen with thee, neither shall there be leaven seen with thee in all thy quarters. And thou shalt show thy sons in that day, saying, this is done because of that which Ahiah did unto me when I came forth out of Egypt. And it shall be for a sign, Israel, unto thee upon thy hand, and for a memorial between thy eyes, that Ahiah's law may be in thy mouth. For with a strong hand have Ahiah brought thee out of Egypt. It's a memorial. Passover, unleavened bread, and a bill, right? It is a memorial. It is a sign between the gods of Jerusalem and the house of Israel. But only in the land of the Canaanites can you keep it. Let me read that again. Exodus 13:5. And it shall be when Ahiah shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, which he swore unto thy fathers, to give thee a land flowing with milk and honey, Jerusalem, that thou shalt keep this service in this month. The feasts of unleavened bread, Passover, a bill, all of that. Not in California, y'all. Not in Philadelphia. Not in Jamaica. Not in Brazil. Never. No. Jerusalem only. It shall be a sign unto thee. Verse 10. Thou shalt therefore keep this ordinance in his seasons. You got to know the season, CD, right? To keep the Passover, to keep a bill, to keep the Feast of Unleavened, you got to know the season. It is not your GOCC calendar. Because he's just an elder. He's not a prophet. The God of Israel would never ever talk to him about his seasons, and his time, and his day, and his hour. That's something that he made up, y'all, to get some money out of y'all. Israel. You mean this man, Ricard, sit up and made a calendar, bro? with holy days on it, he say. With holy days on it, he say. And he making them pay $20 for it. It might be $50 now. He tell the children they got to pay for the calendar. And y'all was crazy enough to give that man some money, Sister Lynn, Sister Richardson, whoever, all y'all. Y'all was crazy enough to give that man some money for that calendar. That satanic, fake calendar. Talking about he reading what Enoch done. That's how he know all the holy days is on Saturday. Oh my God, I hire. Woo! Let me keep reading, y'all. I gotta get out of here. All the holy days on Saturday. He said right here, in their time and in their ordinances and in his seasons from year to year. A higher season is not every Saturday for his holy days. Are y'all people crazy? Every Saturday. The Sabbath is on the Saturday, right? The Sabbath day is on the Saturday, not the holy days. The holy days are Sabbaths, right? Listen, bro. Listen to this. Look up here. The holy days are Sabbath, y'all. So why do the God of Israel need to make his holy day on a Sabbath? If he said the holy days are Sabbaths, why do you need to have it on the Sabbath? Oh, bro, that don't make sense, do it? So if the holy day come on a Tuesday, it's a Sabbath, right? Say the Passover come on Tuesday, it's a Sabbath. So why do he need to have the Passover on a Saturday? That don't make sense to me. He said the holy days are Sabbaths. So that means it's going to come on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, whenever. So it'll be a Sabbath, right? So if it come on a Saturday, it's not a Sabbath because the Sabbath day is on a Saturday. Come on, y'all, wake up. That's crazy. But that's what they sell y'all. They sell y'all down the river with all that stuff. Woo! God is here. Verse 27. Exodus 13, right? Where we at, bro? Okay, verse 10. Verse 10. Chapter 13, verse 10. Thou should 13:10. Thou should therefore keep these ordinances in his seasons from year to year. And it should be when Ahio bring thee into the land of the Canaanites, Jerusalem. It should be when Ahio bring you into Jerusalem, as he swore unto thee and to thy fathers, and shall give it to thee, that thou shalt set apart unto Ahio all that open the matrix. When y'all come to Jerusalem, he didn't say Mount Sinai. He didn't say Mount Sinai. He said when you come into Jerusalem, thou shalt set apart unto Ahio all that open the firstborn males and the firstborn male cattle, right? Flocks and herds. Only in Jerusalem now. Not in the wilderness. Sister Linda, not in the wilderness. Only in Jerusalem. Look what he said. Thou shalt set apart to Ahio the open the matrix. Every firstling that come of a beast which thou hast veiled shall be Ahio's. And every firstling as an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb. And if thou wilt not redeem it, then thou shalt break his neck. And all the firstborn of man among thy children shall thou redeem. And it shall be when thy sons ask thee in the time to come, saying, what is this that thou shall say unto him, by the strength of the hand of a higher brought us out of the strength of the hand of the gods, or a higher, have brought us out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. See, the King James Version Bible really want y'all to only know and believe there's only one God. Am I right, bro? The King James Version Bible only want y'all to believe, yes, satanic, because they got injections in it. That's why I say it's satanic. They got false gods' names in it. It's not associated with the God, is it? It wants you to believe that it's only one God. Right? One God, one Lord, one faith, one baptism. Ain't that what it said in the New Testament? They don't want you to know that it's three gods. See, they want Jesus to be 3 in 1. Right, bro? They want to make Jesus 3 in 1. The King James Version Bible say it's one God here. One God here. Madness. Let's keep reading. And verse 14, read it, bro.
And shall be to thy son after the time to come, saying, what is this? But thou shalt say unto him, thy strength of hand, power brought us out from Egypt, from the house of bondage. And it came to pass from Pharaoh, when Herod let us go, that the high slew all the firstborn of the land of Egypt.
Let me read it. I hear y'all talking. That woman got to be crazy, man. Sitting up talking about the King James Version Bible is satanic. That woman done lost her mind. Anything that's not the Hebrew scroll cannot identify the gods of Jerusalem the right way. Your King James Version Bible got Lord in it, Baal, got Jesus in it, it's got God in it, oh, Jehovah. Woo! It is what it is, y'all. And everybody that read the King James Version Bible, all they do is teach y'all how to be religious. Because it's a religious book. That's what it is. Anyway, he's Lord, Ahijah slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, brought the firstborn man and the firstborn of beasts. Therefore, I sacrifice to Ahijah all that open the matrix, being male. But all the firstborn of my children I redeem. And it shall be for a token upon thy hand and thy frontlets between thy eyes. For by strength of hand, Ahijah brought us forth out of Egypt. Verse 17. And it came to pass when Pharaoh had let the people go, that God Ahijah led them not through the way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near. For God Ahijah said, lest peradventure the people repent when they see war, and they return to Egypt. So the God of Israel had to make it hard for them, Sister Lynn. He could have led them through the way of the Philistines, which is Jerusalem, over that way. He could have led them that way, or the way of the Philistines, close to Jerusalem. But he said, no, they might go back to Egypt. Take them across the river, so they can't find their way back. Woo, Ahijah, I'm going to take them across the Red Sea so they cannot find their way back to Egypt. I'm going to make it because I already know they're going to want to go back. So I'm gonna open up the Red Sea. I'm gonna do a miracle, a miraculous miracle in their eyes, so they won't be able to get back to Egypt. You know why, bro? Because they don't know the way back. And I'm not gonna open the water to let them back through there. That's how serious it was that the God of Jerusalem did not want us, our ancestors, to go back to Egypt. Verse 18 of Exodus 13. But God of how you led the people about throughout the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea, okay? And the children of Israel went in harmony out of the land of Egypt. And Moses the prophet took the bones of Joseph the prophet with him. For he had straightly sworn the children of Israel, saying, God of high will surely visit you, and you shall carry up my bones away hence with you. So before Joseph died, Sister Linda, he prophesied to the children of Israel and told them that the God of Israel was coming to get them out of Egypt. Make sure you carry my bones with y'all when y'all leave Egypt. See how powerful Joseph was as a prophet. He prophesied before he died that the children of Israel was going to leave Egypt. Before Moses even got there, he spoke prophetically to them. Woo, way high. I thank you, God of Israel. Power. And they took their journey, verse 20, from Sikar and encamped and eat down the edge of the wilderness, and a higher went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud, to lead them the way by night, and a pillar the way in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. So the father was leading by night. And the Ahai was leading in day with a cloud. And by night it was a pillar of fire. That was the mother, God, the mother Zion. Woo! Woo-wee. The gods of Israel, they was doing it together, y'all. Doing it together. They do everything together. That's why they sent the son, and then the mother came to Jerusalem, right? They sent the son first. Then he said, I'm gonna send you my mom, I'm gonna send her back, my mother. King James Version Bible ain't gonna call her mother. They ain't gonna call her none of that. Comforter. Who? What? Comforter. What is that? Mother Zod, do you see what they call you, the King James Version Bible? Comforter and a man, he. And y'all telling me this book ain't satanic. It's blasphemy. It's blasphemy, the great Holy Spirit calling her a man. It's blasphemy, Sister Linda. Y'all can't even see that. That the King James Version Bible is blasphemy, the great Holy Spirit, calling her a man and a comforter. And a ghost. The Holy Ghost. Ghost. Oh my God. Are y'all people crazy? That's blasphemy. Yeah, it's got to be in y'all heart, people. You don't need this. You really don't need this. See, once you become born again, your new birth thing that the gods want to give you, you don't need the King James Version Bible. Throw it in the trash. Because that's all it is anyway. You don't need it. You only need the gods of Israel. And you need the light. You need the light. You need that divine life. You need that divine birthing. Adam and Eve didn't have nothing. They only had a spoken, right? A spoken commandment to them, what they needed to do and what they had to do. Why? Because they could hear the gods of Jerusalem. They didn't need no book. They didn't need no letters. They didn't need no epistles. They didn't need none of that because they was connected. They were souls in the garden until they died. That's why I'm talking to y'all about connecting y'all back to yourself. And that's why I'm talking to y'all about connecting y'all to the gods. And you can throw the King James Bible in the trash because you won't need it no more. You don't need it because you already know the gods. You already connected to the gods. You can hear them. The children of Israel only heard Moses, the prophet, when they was in Egypt, right? They didn't have no book. They didn't have no scrolls, right? The scrolls was given to them in the wilderness. See, people, how docile and weak they have made you Israel, thinking that this book right here is doing something for y'all. It ain't doing nothing for you but teaching you how to be religious and how to be against your God, Jesus. Blasphemy against the Son of God. That's not his name. That's blasphemy. Hey, Zeus. Blasphemy. Let Elder Ricard tell you that. He ain't gonna never tell you that because he don't know and he don't understand. He don't have the new birth system and the birthing of the soul and of the mind and consciousness. Sister Lennon, Sister Richardson, birthing of the consciousness of your soul. Throw the King James Version in the trash. That's what's gonna happen in a minute, y'all, with the remnant. Because we won't be needing it any longer. Thus said, woo, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Ahia is my name. Woo, glory. Glory, glory, glory. What verse, bro? Verse 22. We finished with that. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from the people. It was the mother and the father leading the children of Israel through the wilderness. The son was right there too, doing what he had to do, whatever they told him to do. Chapter 14, I think this is the last one. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Two more. We're going to go to 15. And the highest spake unto Moses the prophet, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they turn and encamp before Peh-haroth, between Migdal and the sea over against Baal-zebubah, before it shall be encamped by the sea. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land, the wilderness has shut them in. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he shall follow after them, and I will be honored upon Pharaoh, and upon all his hosts, and the Egyptians may know that I am Ahia, and they did so. I'm going back to that, because I want to say something about this. And it was told that the king of Egypt, that the people fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was turned against the people. And they said, Why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us? And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him. And he took 600 now chosen chariots, and all the chariots of Egypt, and captains over every one of them. He took 600 chosen chariots, and all the chariots of Egypt, and captains over every one of them. And Ahiah hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, again. Because you not getting it, Pharaoh. You not getting this. And he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with a high hand. And the Egyptians pursued after them all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh, and his horsemen, and his army. All his army, right? Woo, and all his army. And overtook them and camped them by the sea beside Pid-Harah before Bel-Zipaham. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them. And they were so afraid, and the children of Israel cried unto Ahiah. And they said, Moses, because there was no grave in Egypt, has thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Read, bro.
Verse 12. Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt?
Is not this the word that we told you, Moses, in Egypt?
Let us alone.
Leave us alone, Moses.
We may serve the Egyptians. For it has been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness.
So right there, Sister Linda, that answered your question, the question that I asked you earlier. Why was the children of Israel so safe and none of the plagues and death and destruction hit them, but it hit all the Egyptians? Because right here is key, what they is saying. I told you, because the children of Israel never believed in the gods of Jerusalem. They never believed in Ahiah. Is not the word that we did tell you in Egypt, Moses? Said, leave us alone, Moses, that we may serve the Egyptians. For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptian brother than that we should die in this wilderness. So they never did want to follow Moses, number one. They confessing it right there at the Red Sea. We told you to leave us alone because we don't believe in your God. We don't believe in your God, Moses, and we don't believe in you, that you are a prophet. We don't believe you nothing. We told you to leave us alone so we can serve the Egyptians. Read, bro.
Verse 13. And Moses said unto
You got that, Sister Linda? Yes. Go ahead.
And Moses said unto them, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of Ahiah, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you will see them again no more, forever.
The Egyptians, what verse?
Verse 13.
Verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear not, stand still, and see Ahiah's power, his salvation of Ahiah, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you shall see them again no more forever. It's never meant for us to go back to Egypt, bro. You see how Elder Carr told everybody, come to Egypt, get your ticket, sell your house, pack your bags, and go to Egypt. And the God of Israel told the children of Israel right there that Moses told them, you're never going to see Egypt ever again forever. So no, Sister Linda, that's false doctrine what Elder Ricard is teaching about running to Egypt to be safe. That was false doctrine. Because the God of Israel told the children of Israel, You're never going to see Egypt again forever. You're never going back to that place. Read.
Verse 14.
Verse 14.
Ahijah shall fight for you, and he shall hold your
Ahijah shall fight for you. See, that's just a doctrine that he was taught by his elders. That you got to run to Egypt and come up out of Babylon and all of that. Read.
And you shall hold your peace. Hold your peace.
Hold your peace. Now, if the God of Israel tell you to go to Egypt, like he told Mary to go to the man died that's after her son, right? She went into Egypt. Mary, when the son to keep the son of God safe. Yes. Only if you've been directed by the God of Israel to do that. Go ahead. Verse 15, right? And the highest said, go ahead.
The children of Israel that they go forward. Lift thou up thy rod, and stretch out thy hand over the sea, and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. Behold, I will harden the heart of the Egyptians. They shall follow them.
I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians. He's talking about harden the heart of Pharaoh. He's been hardening Pharaoh hard the whole time.
Yeah.
Now he's going to harden the hearts of the Egyptians, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And they shall follow them. And I will give me honor upon Pharaoh.
I will give me honor upon Pharaoh.
And upon all his hosts.
And upon all his hosts.
Upon his chariots.
His chariots.
Upon his horsemen.
Yes.
Verse 18. And the Egyptians shall know that I am a higher when I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh, upon his chariots, upon his horsemen. And the angel of God which went before the temple removed and went behind him. And the tail of the cloud went from before the face, stood behind him. It came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel. And it was a cloud, and darkness to them. But it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all the night.
Yes.
And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea.
Yes.
And Ahijah caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went through the midst of the sea from the ground.
Yes.
And the waters were on the wall unto them on their right hand and their left. And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all where was going to his chariot and his horsemen. And it came to pass that in the morning, what? Ahijah looked unto the host of Egypt through the pillar of fire.
Ahijah looked to the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud.
And of the
Oh my God. Go ahead.
and covered the host of the Egyptians. And took
Was nothing but a portal. The portal was the cloud and the fire. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And took off the chariot wheels, that they drave them heavy, so that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel. For Ahijah fighteth for them against the Egyptians. And Ahijah said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the sea, and the waters may come again upon the Egyptians, on their chariots, upon their horses. Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea.
And Moses the prophet.
The prophet stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to his strength when the morning appeared. And the Egyptians fled against it, and Ahijah overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. And the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen, all the host of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. There remained not so much as one of them. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. Thus, verse 30, thus Ahijah saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, And Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. And Israel saw that great work which Ahijah did upon the Egyptians. And the people feared Ahijah and believed in Ahijah and served Moses.
Y'all see what I'm saying? It took them to get to the Red Sea that the God of Israel killed the Egyptians and their horsemen and all of that before the children of Israel started fearing Ahijah a little bit and started believing in Ahijah. When they was in Egypt, they didn't believe in Ahijah. They didn't believe in Moses. They didn't believe in none of that. They still believed in Egypt and Pharaoh. But when the God of Israel started killing Pharaoh and they saw them dead bodies of the Egyptians land on the seashore, then they began to think that this God here, he got some power. The God of Moses, we still don't know who he is, but I'm kind of scared now. Okay? Only because they saw the dead bodies of the Egyptians. That was the only reason. Because they always wanted to go back and serve the Egyptians. So look, what I want to say about this, we have one more chapter left, Sister Linda, and I'm leaving. And Pharaoh said right here, Exodus 14:4, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he shall follow after them, and I will be honored upon Pharaoh and all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am Ahijah. And they did so. Okay. So the God of Israel was after honor. He hardened Pharaoh's heart to the very end, right?
Yeah.
To the very end, till he got to the Red Sea. And they was falling after the children of Israel real hard. I mean, they was pushing them horses. Get them, get them. The children of Israel started running through the sea. Moses had his hand up, the rod. He opened up the sea. The God of Israel opened up the sea, and they went through there. And the children and the Egyptians came in after them. And the God of Israel and the mother, they looked through the cloud and through the pillar of fire in the morning. And they saw the Egyptians running through the Red Sea on their horsemen and on their feet, running with their feet and on their horses, chasing the children of Israel. And God of Israel let the sea come back over and drown all of the Egyptians. And the God of Israel hardened Pharaoh's heart to the very end, because he had to get his honor. And the only way he was going to get his honor, this was one reason. The only reason he was going to get his honor, the only way he was going to get his honor is that the children of Israel saw all them dead bodies of the Egyptians land on the seashore. And Pharaoh saw all his horsemen, all his chariots, all his captains dead and drowned in the Red Sea. And that's only then did the God of Israel get his honor from Pharaoh. Because at that moment that he wasted all the host and the army of the Egyptians, that he realized that I've been messing with a powerful God. And the Israel got his honor that day. Woo! And they found all this. They said they found the chariots and the wheels of the chariot in the Red Sea. I'm going to read one more and I'm getting ready to leave. And we did our 7 chapters today for 3 hours. Chapter 15, y'all. Sister Linda. Then sang Moses the prophet and the children of Israel this song unto Ahiah, and spake, saying, so the God of Israel said, I'm going to get my honor from Pharaoh, and I'm going to get my honor from the Egyptians. And that was the whole reason why he kept hardening their hearts. It's just like y'all today, Israel. It's all about the God of Israel getting honor from y'all. Y'all got to learn how to honor your gods. Y'all got to learn how to serve y'all gods. Y'all got to learn how to accept y'all gods. Y'all got to learn how to do what your gods want y'all to do. And until y'all learn that, like Pharaoh had to learn, he had to accept the God of Israel for who he was. And until y'all learn that, he's going to keep hardening y'all hearts. That's why you're still religious. It don't matter if you left the church. The religion is still in your soul and in your conscience and in your ego. You got to honor your gods as the gods of the Hebrews. That's the only way. Israel, our ancestors never honored them. Their hearts stayed hard. Even when they got to Jerusalem, their heart, the children, their heart was hard. Y'all just like your ancestors, and worse. Your hearts is very hard. The God of Israel is making them hard because you don't want to acknowledge and accept them for who they are and who you are and what you got to do as a Hebrew man and a Hebrew woman. Ask my brother here. He just said, he keeps saying to me, I just can't open my heart to the God of Israel. Don't you keep saying that to me? I just can't let him in the way I need to let him in. Right, bro? Yeah. Because the God of Israel is the one just keep hardening because he don't want to accept. You want to hold on to the religion and what he been taught. You can't do that. You got to let everything go, Sister Linda, that you've been taught. Everything. If it don't make sense and you know it's not right, let it go. So they began to sing a song, the prophet Moses. And the children of Israel did song unto Ahiah. And spake, saying, I will sing unto Ahiah, the God of Israel. For he hath triumphant, glorious, glorious. The horse and his rider have he thrown into the sea. Ahiah is my strength and my song, and he is become my salvation and my power. He is my God, and I will prepare him a habitation, my father's God, and my father's God, and I will exalt him. This is the song they were singing with Moses, the prophet. It says Ahiah is a man of war. Absolutely. But he got all these weak Hebrew men that's not men of war, sucking up in Pharaoh and the president and the government ass. Absolute. Everything they say and tell y'all to do, y'all suck it up. You'll never ever be the remnant until you become a man and a woman of war for the gods, the mother and the father and the son of the Hebrew kingdom. You'll never be the remnant until you become men and women of war. Become your own empire. Your own empire. I don't need nothing from the president and the government. Pharaoh chariot, he said in verse 4, and his host have been cast into the sea. Chosen captains. Ooh, all his strong captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them. They sink into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Ahiah, is become glorious in power. Woo! Thy right hand, O Ahiah, have dashed in pieces the enemy. In the greatness of thy excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. He don't play the God of Israel. He gonna kill and destroy all his enemies. Israel, y'all his enemies too. That's why he's taking y'all out and down every day. All his enemies. Yeah. The depths have covered them. What else he said? They sank to the bottom. Their right hand, Ahiah, is become glorious in power. The right hand, O Ahiah, has dashed in pieces. In the greatness of thy excellency, thou have overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou settest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble. And with the blast of thy nostril. Sister Lynn, do you not understand that the breath of life is in your nose? Breathe, Sister Linda. Breathe. That you may live, daughter of Zion. Breathe. I want to teach you breathing techniques. Because it's something about the breath of life that's in our nostrils. It's got a lot of power. Breathe, Sister Linda. Breathe, Sister Richardson. The power is in our breath. The power is in our nostrils. The life is in our nostrils. I got to teach y'all breathing techniques so that y'all can live and heal your own body and heal your own mind and heal your own soul and stand up against your enemy with power. Do this. This is one breathing technique that I'm going to teach y'all. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And breathe through your nostrils to the number 7. Go. Hold it 7 times. And then when you breathe it out, count in your mind 7. Let's do it together. So you're going to hold it in your nostrils, the breath of life, the power, 7 times. Breathe, inhale. Inhale through your nostrils 7 times. Hold it for 7 seconds. And then when the 7 seconds are over, exhale through your mouth very, very slowly. And let the breath go all the way through your body, which is life. Let's do it together. Close your eyes. Go. Let it go. Ooh. Do that if you can. Do it every day if you can. When you get home from work, when you relax, whatever. Start practicing it. That's what I'm trying to say to y'all. Start practicing that. Breathe in, inhale through your nostrils. That's where your life is. It's in your nostrils. Hold it 7 seconds and breathe it out real slow as you count in your mind 7. And let the breath of life, which is your power and everything, your life, let that breath, when you exhale, go all the way through your bones, your arm, your hand, your feet, your legs, your mind. That's going to help y'all to live again. We'll talk more about that another day. So let me finish this. I'll get ready to go. Verse 8. And with the blast of thy nostrils, the waters will gather together. See, the God of Israel, He destroyed the Egyptians, right, City?
Yeah.
With the breath, which is power, that is in our nostrils. It's life. It's power. That life is the life of the God of Israel and the mother of Zion. That life that's in our nostrils is power. That's what He destroyed. Oh my God. Read it. Where we at? Go ahead.
Verse 8. With the blast of his mouth, the waters will gather together.
See how He pulled the water together with that power that is in His nostrils? We just like our God. We was created like them. Am I right, bro? Whatever they do, we can do. We just like them once we get that connected. We can do whatever they need for us to do. Read.
The blood stood upright everywhere, and the death was concealed as the part of the sheep.
Yeah.
Verse 9. The enemy said, I will pursue. I will overtake. I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied in bondage. I will draw my sword, my hand shall destroy them.
Thy dews blow with thy wind. The sea covered them that sunk as leading in the mighty water. I told you it's something about the breath of life that's in our nostrils. That life that come out our mouth when we talk. Who is like unto thee, O Almighty? They sing in this song. Among the gods. Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? Thou stretched out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. Thou in thy mercy has led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto thy holy habitation, Jerusalem, or Mount Sinai. Thy people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the habitation of the what? Palestinian, Jerusalem, the Canaanites that was living there. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed, Mount Seir. The mighty men of Moab, Jordanians, trembling, shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan, Jerusalem, shall melt away. Ooh, we are high as a powerful God, y'all. Him and his wife and his son, fear and dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of thy arm. They shall be as still as a stone till thy people pass over. Ooh-wee. They couldn't touch the children of Israel in that Red Sea. Oh, a higher thy people pass over, which thou hast purchased. Which thou hast purchased. Thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain, y'all, of thy inheritance. Woo! Where's the God of his Israel mountain at? His Zion. That's the mountain of his inheritance. Who gave it to him? He inherited, see, right?
Right.
Who gave it to the God of Israel? We don't know who gave it to him. But he inherited, right? Huh? He inherited with who?
He inherited that.
From who?
From no one.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't have that information. I don't have that because he haven't told me. But he inherited Israel. And he inherited Jerusalem. But when you inherit something, usually somebody give it to you.
Being given.
We don't know who gave it to the God of Israel. You don't have that knowledge and that information. Inheritance means something was passed down through a family, what? Name. Am I right? Yeah, y'all better pay attention to this King James Version Bible when you read the little stuff they got in here that can help us. Inheritance means it was passed down. A family heirloom. Who is the God of Israel family? Who is the God of Israel family? You don't have that information. And he might reveal it to me. He might reveal it to me. Just because I'm talking about that. He's bringing that to me. So it's something about that. Stay tuned if we get that information from them. Because you can't inherit nothing unless somebody gives it. Am I right?
That's right.
I told y'all this King James Version Bible ain't gonna take you too far. It ain't gonna take you to what you really need to know and understand about the gods of Jerusalem. This man's understanding, right? The King James Version is man's understanding. It's not the God. The Torah is. Why you think they burnt it up and destroyed it? Because it has some power stuff in it. Powerful. You might would have read up in there how did he inherit Jerusalem? How did he inherit the children of Israel. You might would have read that up in the Torah if they wouldn't have burnt it up and destroyed it. See, people, I keep telling y'all, y'all don't know. What verse? Verse 17. Verse 8, verse 17. Thou shalt bring them, verse chapter 15, 17. Closing now. I ain't saying nothing else, y'all. We get ready to go. Thou shalt bring them in the plant. Thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thy inheritance, in the place of higher which thou hast made for thee to dwell in, and thy sanctuary, O Ahijah, which thy hands have established. Yes. Ahijah shall reign forever and ever. Miriam's song. Miriam about to sing now. For the house, the prophet Miriam, prophetess, the King James Version Bible calls. She wasn't married to nobody, so she was a prophet. Powerful prophet. She prophesied about the birth of Moses. She told her mother and father that Moses was going to be born. They was going to have a son, and that he was going to be special. Miriam, the prophet. And the horses of Pharaoh went in, she's singing, and the chariots with his horsemen into the sea. And Ahijah brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Israel went on dry land in the midst of the sea. There go prophetess. And Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a tambourine in her hand, and all the women went out after her with tambourines and with dances. And Miriam answered them, saying, Ye to Ahijah, for he hath triumphed. Yea to Ahijah, she said, for he hath triumphantly glorious, the horse and his rider have he thrown into the sea. And Moses, the prophet, brought Israel from the Red Sea. And they went out into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness. There go number 3 again. And found no water. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, What shall we drink, Moses the prophet? And they cried unto Ahijah. And Ahijah showed them a tree, which when he cast it to the waters was made sweet. There he made them a statute and an ordinance. And there he proved them, and said, If thou would diligently hearken unto the voice of Ahijah thy God, and would do that which is right in his sight, and would give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. See, y'all, that's why everybody's sick, the children of Israel. Because the God of Israel putting all the diseases on everybody. Because y'all won't hearken. And y'all won't obey, hearken to the voice of Ahijah thy God, and do what's right in his sight. And I won't put no diseases on y'all. It's that simple. You won't have high blood pressure and diabetes and cancer and none of that if you hearken to the voice of a God of Israel and do what's right in his eyes. My. And will give ear to his commandments. See? Got to get ear to his commandments and keep all his statutes. And I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I brought upon the Egyptians. For I am Ahijah that healeth thee. And they came to Elam. There was 12 wells of water, and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there by the water. That's our 7 chapters for today, Sister Linda. Sister Richardson, Shalom to my Hebrew sisters. I won't be here tomorrow, but tomorrow we're going to read 7 chapters starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay? It's just 7 chapters. I love y'all. Okay? Y'all going to pick it up tomorrow from Exodus, what was that, bro? 17?
15. We have 15.
One more chapter. No, we read 16, right?
No, we just finished 15.
We started at 9, right? That's 7 chapters. 9 from 9 to 15 is 7, right? 9, 10, 11.
9 to 16.
Wait a minute. 9, look. Do it with your fingers. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 12, 13, 14. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Look at my hand. 9, look at my hand, bro. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now you do it. Hold your hands up. Hold your hands up that I can see. 9, 10. No. Say it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 7 chapters. Okay, y'all. Shalom. I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Peace and blessings. Yes, mommy. Yes, ma'am. Bye. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Higher.